my name is Tammy, and thanks for tuning in to Crafting with Tammy. Today, we're going to be making some cute little tote bags for my office aides. I have five seniors this year, and I decided I like to bless them with little gifts every now and then. And so today we're going to be putting together these little tote bags. This is sublimation. We're going to be using the sublimation printer. We're going to design this in Design Space as a print and cut, but we're not going to actually cut it because there's so much open area here. But I needed to change some colors and things around, so we're going to design that in Design Space, and then we're going to print it on a sublimation printer and sublimate it onto the little canvas totes. I did order these totes in bulk off of Amazon. Just do in the search sublimation tote blanks, and you'll get a variety to choose from. Okay, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for supporting me. And without further ado, come on, let's get started. Okay, today I'm going to be designing in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to import an SVG file, and I'm going to change some of the colors. So I'm going to go over here. I'm in New Project, and I hit Upload, and I've already uploaded a picture that I want to put on the girls' bags, and then I'm going to put their name on the back. And the colors, their school colors are blue, like blue, navy blue, and gray. But first I want to size this up to, I measured the space in which I'm looking at, and I believe it's going to be around 7 by 7. So I'm going to go ahead and size that up here. And then we're going to go in here, and we're going to click over here to the right, and we're going to change the colors. So the first thing that I want to change is the hat. So that's going to be down here. So I'm going to click on that, and then it will highlight the hat. Then I'm going to go over here where it says basic cut and hit that color. And then I'm going to click on a navy blue. And then that's what we're going to do for the other parts of the hat as well. And this is the senior part. I'm just going to click that blue again. And then this is that part right here. And we also want to make that blue. And then we're going to go up here to the little tassel, and the string I'm going to make like a deep gray. And then the tassel itself, I'm going to go ahead and make that a, should I do navy blue? Let me see what navy blue looks like. But that's a lot of blue. Maybe I'll do like a goldish color. But those really aren't their school colors. Okay, we're going to go with the blue. So back to the blue it is. Okay, so now I'm going to click on the whole box here. And I'm going to go back over here where it says, yep, I'm going to flatten it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back, click it again, highlight it. I'm going to hit flatten. And what flatten's going to do is going to allow me to change it to a print to cut. Now, I'm not really going to cut this out because it's going to be printed out on the sublimation printer, and then we're going to take that paper and flip it over and print it on the and put it on the tote bags. But I did want to put their names on there, so I'm going to need to print this out 5 times, and then I'm going to just take a little shape here. And it's going to be like a little rectangle. And I'm going to take that rectangle and put it over here. And I want this to be, in length, it could be, or I should say the width of it could be 7. And the height, honestly, it really doesn't matter too much. Well, we'll do that. Let me change the color so we can see it better. I'm just going to change it to white. And then I'm going to add a text box. We're going to, oops, not that. I don't want that. let me get this out of the way. My text box. I want to put it over here. And so in the text box, I'm just kind of like spread it out a little bit, because we can actually take up this whole space. There we go. Okay, and so the text, I'm going to highlight that because I don't want it that. So I'm going to go over here to font, and then I have one that I've downloaded off of thefont.com, and also that image was obtained off of Etsy. I think I purchased that back in the beginning of the school year. I did something for the girls. And so under System is where you go for the fonts that you download into Cricut. And this one is called Joseph Sophia. And there it is. So I'll click on that. Okay, did it go in? Joseph Sophia. Okay. And then the first student's name is Tiara. So I'm going to highlight this again. Did it do it or not do it? Okay, here we go. It changed it. And so this box is not going to be printed, so I'm just using it as a guide. Tiarra. So we have Tiara, and we are going to do this, the name, we're actually going to do that in a navy blue as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on this box, and I'm going to duplicate it 4 times. And then we're just going to kind of move this up here. Just making sure that the names fit in here. And the second young lady is Miriam. I-R-I-A-M. Moving a little slow today. Okay. So now we have Tiara, we have Miriam, and the next one is Destiny. So we'll move her there. And then we have Michaela, or Michaela, M-A''K-Y-L-A. Okay. And then the last but not least, we have Suhainis. S-U-J-E-I-N-I-S. S-U-J-E-I-N-I-S. And I like this font because it has the little hearts. I think that's so cute. So we're going to go ahead and delete that little thing over there. And then these are the names. I'm trying to see if I can get them all on one page. It's probably going to have to be 2 pages. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to hit attach. Is going to do it black. Let me just, I'm going to do actually, let me highlight all of these and hit flatten, because we wanted to do a print and then cut. And then I'm going to do the same for her. Flatten, because we want to do a print then cut. And this one here, I need 5 copies. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should go ahead and just duplicate this. I want to see how it's going to print all of this. Let's go ahead and duplicate this one. 2, 3. And I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down to 50% so that I can get all of this on the page. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, computer. There we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need to do it one more time. 5. Okay. So when I hit make it, I'm interested to see how this is going to print all of these out. How many pages it's going to take. So I did hit make it. So here we have, it's thinking. Okay, so how many pages do I have? It's 8.5 by 11. So it's going to be 5 pages. So it's going to be a total of 7 pages that's going to print out. Cool. But you know what? We're doing sublimation, so we have to put mirror on all of these images so that it will, in turn, mirror them all. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and crank up the sublimation printer that I have converted, my printer that I have converted to a sublimation printer, and put some sublimation paper in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and get these things printed out, and then I'll meet you back at the table. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so we have all 5 of the senior females printed out. We've got all the names, all 5 names printed out. And so what we're going to do, I've let them dry for a little bit. I didn't want to have the image cut on the Cricut because we're sublimating this. So what you really want to do so that these little lines don't become a part of the image that you sublimate, we're just going to go ahead and cut the corners off of these, so we don't get that little black line on there, okay? So now this is ready to place down on the image, the little tote bag, and to sublimate, okay? So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut out the rest of these, and then I'm gonna take and cut off, you know, the corners on these and slice the names individually, and then I will meet you over at the heat press, all right? Stay tuned. Okay, so we are back at the heat press, and I've taken the tote, and I'm just going to give it a little pre-pressed to get those wrinkles out. I'm going to take that lint roller, in case we have any debris on there. And we're going to start out with the front. And I'm going to go ahead and take that image, which I have cut in around those squares on there. I have taken those off. And we're going to put this on the front, centering it the best we can. And then I'm going to take 2 small pieces of heat transfer tape, and that is just to hold the image in place. So when I place the Teflon sheet over there and I press down, when I go to lift it up, sometimes if you don't have it in place, the image can move, and if it hasn't totally sublimated on here, if it is in place and I peek underneath there and I see that I need some more areas, I'm able to put it down, as opposed to if I didn't have any tape and I pulled this up and the air moved the image out of the way. So learned that one the hard way. But we're gonna go ahead, I have the heat press set at 395, and we're gonna go ahead and let it press for about 40 seconds. Okay, that image is done. I'm gonna remove the Teflon sheet. And I do see the image that it did appear on the Teflon sheet. Guess what I forgot to do, guys? Remember, I always tell you, put the paper down, protect your equipment, right? And your press. So we're gonna peek at this. Oh, and it looks good. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off. Now what we're gonna do, since this is two-sided image, we are gonna go ahead and we are going to put down a piece of copy paper so that this image does not get on my equipment, on my heat press pad. And then we're going to take the first name and we're just gonna place that in the middle. Center it as best we can. Take a couple pieces of tape. And I did see the image on this again, so on my Teflon sheet, and I don't want it on here. So what I am gonna do is put a piece of paper on there. And then I'm actually gonna use a different piece of Teflon. Comes in handy to have a couple. So we'll put that on there and we'll let that sit for about another 30 seconds. Okay, guys, it's done. So we're gonna lift that off. Lift up our paper. Take off our name. And here we have one bag complete. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some music and we're gonna go ahead and I don't know if you guys can see that, but did you see how that image came on there? That's something you don't want on your heat press, top or bottom, because this image will print on everything else that you go to press on there until the ink is totally dissolved. All right, so I'm just gonna play some music and do the rest of the bags, and then we'll have our reveal of everything. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so this is going to do it for today. We have our finished product of our totes. We made 5 of them for my office aides with their names on the back. And I'm sure they'll be happy with these. I hope they will. Just a little thinking of you. I'm proud that they were all seniors and that they are all graduating. It's that time of year, guys. So there you have it. If you like what you're seeing today, go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. I upload new content on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But until we meet again, guys, be blessed.